everyone, welcome to West Coast POPCast. This is Paul, and I'm going to be your host this week, and my second time hosting. Back again with the usual suspects. Zach, how you doing today?
Sarkozy.
Knock, how about you?
I know you're saying the damn name right, man. I'm out of it. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Knock, what about you?
I'm good, man. The demo god is here, the 1,000-view man. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. And after this Sunday, I'll be taking home the WC title.
And Eric, how was your vacation?
What do you mean was? I'm still on it, man. I am never leaving this beach. I am not losing this title.
All right, so let's go straight into it. Pretty good week of wrestling this week. Let's start out with Monday Night Raw. In this episode, we saw the introduction of the Retribution. What do you guys think about that? I know you guys have
shit.
About that.
I want to make sure anyone who ever works in WWE, you hear this. You have every right. If this ends up working, you can email me and tell me that you were right, but it was shit. You are a terrible writer. You do a terrible job. You should feel bad.
Slapjack,
T-Bar,
and Mace.
You know,
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Burger Time Brody's a better name than the ones they came up with.
Yeah.
For real. Like, at least that's funny. This is just embarrassing.
Stupid.
So for
This
people
was
who don't
so
know,
awful, man.
Yeah, I know. For people who don't know, Retribution now consists of people formerly known as Thorne, Dominic Dijakovic, and Dio Madden. So
And
those are the revealed members of the Retribution. So what did you guys think about their match against the Hurt Business?
Everything about this sucked. Everything about Raw sucked. 3 hours of shit. 3 hours of absolute shit. This was such a shit episode. I made a fake preview for Monday's episode of Raw. Watch it on the YouTube channel because I ripped the shit out of Retribution. Also,
Yes, check it out.
back me up on this, Knock. What storylines did they just undo 1 week after they fucking made them?
So many. So Andrade and Angel Garza literally broke up last week, and now they're going for the tag team titles. You can't make this up, man. Who else
The Iconics are kind of back together now.
Yep, the Iconics are best friends again.
And there's another one.
Continuity,
Two other people who are feuding are like best
Um,
friends now.
There was someone else.
Humberto comes out of nowhere to tag with Dom.
Mm-hmm.
Shane and KO. Now they're cool all of a sudden.
Yes, that's what it was.
So
Shane and
stupid.
KO. Being friendly. He invited him on his show to promote his back Raw Underground, and that was so awkward to see, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, can we get some type of continuity? And I think the rumors for Mia Yim and what's her name, Mercedes Martinez, is Retaliation and Reckoning for their names.
Yep. Everything about this, like the best thing on Raw was Tozawa getting eaten by a shark. That was the best thing that happened on an episode.
Oh God, Tozawa.
Yes.
R.I.P. Rest in peace, dude.
This whole episode was shit to me. I don't see how anyone can be called writers in the writing room, and this isn't even like touching the Retribution stuff because that is shit on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Raw was kind of rough this week.
You know, and
Also,
I'm not a big fan of Lana. Like, I don't like her, but can we please stop throwing her to a table? Because Miro debuted at AEW. There's no point for her to be going through a table in a build-up for Nia and Shayna versus the Riot Squad. What is Lana doing?
Honestly, I don't think she'd even be on TV if Miro didn't go to AEW.
Yeah, that's true.
real.
So, I mean, good for a chiropractor because he'll get some business now.
Yeah.
But if there was one cool thing about Raw, I really like this push that Selena Vega is getting. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm happy for her.
Pre-match push, the kickoff push.
Yeah, and she has a title shot tonight. So, what do you guys think that she's being pushed a little too fast, or?
It's well deserved. I just think she could have had a few more matches in a singles before this.
That's what I think. Like, I definitely want her to wrestle for sure, and I think she deserves it. But just it's too fast. It's too soon.
Like, I did predict her to win the belt, but that's a long shot. But she would deserve it if she did win.
Yeah. Zach, Eric, how do you feel?
I think it's just filler. I think they just give Asuka someone to fight at the pay-per-view. I would see it as a push.
Yeah.
We'll see what the ending is of Clash of Champions, but I think this is going to be just filler, like Eric said.
Yeah, another filler one I think is Apollo Crews, who I've been saying, again, his ass beat for weeks now, and now he has a championship fight. We know he's not going to win. That was just doesn't make any sense to me.
This guy, Vince just hates Apollo Crews. He always screws him over no matter what.
Yeah, but Apollo Crews is so boring. Like I'm not gonna push him. He's got no personality.
Yeah, his personality is him talking loud.
Yeah,
like he says the exact same thing, but he just says it louder now that he's a face. I don't know.
He seems like a guy you could call to help you move, but besides that,
is there anything else that caught your attention on Raw this week?
That boy Murphy shooting a shot for Aaliyah. I don't know about that, man. She's so young. This dude is in his 30s.
Oh.
How old is she?
22.
She's like 19.
19?
I thought she was. I think she's in her teens still.
Yeah, she's 19. I think he said somewhere.
Don't do that, buddy. Don't.
Yeah, he's going from Alexa to her. That's a heavy jump.
Yep. And Raw was very weird this week. And what the hell was that with the Retribution WWE?
And you're just gonna bring out Dabakato or whatever his name is and just kind of bury him right away?
Yep. And like what, a minute, 2 minutes?
Oh, just off. This whole episode just sucked.
Yeah.
Not to mention Retribution lost that match, by the way.
Exactly. And secondly, you have contracts now. Why the fuck do you have contracts? You're bitching because people are taking WWE money, and now in turn you're going to take WWE money? This is so stupid.
My speculation is that they see that AEW is doing this whole statistics thing and making it seem more like a sporting, making it seem more like sports. So maybe they're trying to make it seem that way too with the WWE, especially with this and Raw Underground and all that shit.
You know what? I'm really happy that this happened right this early in the angle, because none of them can appear in Clash of Champions tonight because those idiots made a Bane mask that didn't cover the damn mouth that you could have used to sell to people during the COVID situation and made money off them. Turned that into a storyline, WWE making money off their appearance and make them even more angry. But you morons didn't make a mask to cover the mouth. Now all of them have either been exposed to people with COVID or have COVID themselves and can't appear to further the angle tonight on Clash of Champions and possibly on Raw this week.
Yep.
So WWE, fire your writers and fire your health staff and hire Zach because he clearly knows what he's doing.
I don't even think I want to go there.
I don't blame you. But we still got to stay within WWE this week. Moving on to WWE NXT. What do you guys think about NXT this week?
I am
really well done
for Kyle O'Reilly and Finn Balor. That's the
yes.
What did you? I think my favorite match of the night was the Women's Royal Rumble, honestly, or the Gauntlet match. It was a little sloppy at first. There's too many people in the ring, but it got pretty cool by the end. I like the whole Raquel and Rhea dominating them, eliminating each other. And what else happened in that match?
Theory and Priest had a good match too that night.
Yeah, they did. Theory is just losing week after week, so I guess he's officially. Well, he wasn't a number particularly this week, but he just keeps losing now.
It's hard for me to care about him right now.
Why?
Yeah.
I was never really that sold on him. I know he's good. He's young and talented, but I don't know. He's just there to me. I haven't found anything for me to buy into him yet. I love Gargano as LeRae's heel manager. He's just great at that, doing that and putting it over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you think another, we've seen Io Shirai and LeRae go against each other so many times. I mean, the matches are great.
Yeah, they're gonna kill it.
Yeah. Do you think it's just going to become another Chris Jericho and Orange Cassidy, or it's we're going to get tired of it really quickly, or?
No, because there's a lot of time between these matches between them, and they both changed. Io was the heel before, and Cass was the face. Now there's a different dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. And this week we also saw Jake Atlas square up against Tommaso Ciampa in a really good competition.
He got destroyed.
He did. What's it called? Ciampa countered the DDT, got hit with the Widow's Bell. He was, instead of making the cover, he taunts him, and then he hits him with a fairy tale ending just to rub it in his face. I was okay with that. Jake Atlas is still new. I'm okay with him still.
Despite him losing, they're building up as a nice babyface, giving him time to talk. You're able to sympathize with him. And I don't know if you caught, they did a different variation of his fairy tale ending. He kind of landed him on his back. I don't know if it was kind of weird, but if that's a new thing, it's cool, I guess.
Yeah. And let's see. Also, Rich Holland was in action this week in a squash match. How do you feel about Ridge?
Yeah, that happened. I'm not really excited about Ridge because I know Vince loves him, so he's gonna dominate against the main roster.
Then they're putting him in that same spot they had for what's that guy's name? The ball guy who freaked out.
Sullivan?
Yeah.
Probably.
I'll see my hair again before we see Lars Sullivan on TV.
Oh man, I don't know how else to describe him. I forgot his name.
And you guys have any idea what that video game promo package was? Like,
No
it's not
idea.
for a video game, but it was presented like one.
Yeah, no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of confused. I was like, what is this?
I can't even think of anyone who could fit that.
Yeah.
So I guess it's good for a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else on Raw that caught you guys' attention?
Yeah, Raw was shit, but NXT was good.
NXT.
Yeah, just the Kyle O'Reilly stuff, man. This is so good. I'm glad someone else, doesn't have to always be Adam Cole going for it because Undisputed Era is very talented. So I'm very glad he's getting this opportunity.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting O'Reilly to take it. I was expecting Kushida, but you know what? Respect. I'm cool with that. I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kushida got he was next man up.
For sure. Anything else on NXT?
No.
Nope.
All right, cool. So I think we should go straight on to AEW, where we saw Miro in action again in a tag match with Kip Sabian going up against Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss. What'd you guys think?
So I didn't realize until like last night I was looking at articles. Apparently it's considered a disaster backstage. I didn't think it was that bad watching it, but now that I look back, like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, actually, that match did have a lot of botches.
Mm-hmm.
And Miro did tweak his ankle. So that's
Yeah. Do you have like more information on that? Like,
it was just a small like ankle tweak, but at one point, Kip Sabian fell on his head like on the outside. Joey Janela took some weird botches, and I think Miro was the best part of the match, which probably means they probably shouldn't have booked him with Kip Sabian. But
Yeah. I mean, even what's his name? Sonny Kiss, I thought had to shine more than Janela and Kip Sabian. But it's a weird place to have Miro debut because he had a few moments, but I thought he could have had more if he was like in a singles debut or something.
for sure.
It seemed like everyone was nervous to do stuff in that match. I don't know why. It just didn't flow at all for me.
Yeah.
Like Miro looked great, but I mean, yeah, that match was just kind of weird.
yeah.
But at least Miro got the W for the
Yeah.
debut.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah.
He looks
And
like a
good
beast.
old,
So,
good old JR calling it the accolade.
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
To be corrected on there.
I will say this every week. JR got to go, man. I know it's funny, but damn.
Yeah, we love you. Like, you gotta
Um,
be better, man. It's just-
Yeah.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the third hour of AEW that happened right after the NBA playoffs. Anna Jay
Yeah.
tapping out Brandy Rhodes.
That was my favorite show of the week. My favorite moment happened on SmackDown, but my favorite show of the week was Late Night Dynamite.
It had some great ratings for that time slot.
I'm glad. That's a nice opportunity for them. And it was such a nice, complete, concise show.
Yes.
Ben Carter looked really good. I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah.
Well, he's got COVID, so don't get too attached.
Yeah. He's going to be gone for a minute.
So
Don't
dark.
want to cough on him.
Yeah. What else? My favorite moment, Cody coming back in black.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
My
He
Chemical
looks so
Cody.
weird.
It does look weird because he's never been just straight black. Usually his old hair was brown. Now it's just jet black suit. I'm liking where this is going. I want to see where he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're for sure going to get a darker Cody. I like that idea of it.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. Also, main event AEW World Championship. John Moxley beats Eddie Kingston. Thoughts?
That was a good match for what it was, I thought. Like, have to do it on the fly like that and tapping him out. It made sense.
Yeah, the match was kind of weird. It was kind of like how when an older guy or like The Undertaker comes back and has a match, it felt like Moxley had to baby him throughout the match.
Mm.
They didn't do like a lot of like hard-hitting spots. But again, the match was made on the floor, so I can't really say much.
I thought Brody gave his best promo ever. I really enjoyed his backstage promo against
I'll give
Cody.
that a thumbs up. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Give Kingston's a thumbs down though.
wasn't that bad. Listen, man, it made sense. He sets up the match to put his guy over, and I don't know, it worked.
I'll give him a pass this time. If it was any longer than it was, I would give him a thumbs down. But because it was short, it did the job.
But bringing up the WWE contract and saying,
"Oh yes,
down.
That's right. Never mind. Thumbs down. I forgot about that. That's a thumbs fucking down.
Come on, man.
So they do this thing. They expect viewers to know everything on AEW. Like they expect the viewers to have watched BTE. They expect the viewers to know all the stuff that happened in New Japan and everywhere else like that. They just reference it. Like casual viewers don't really get half the references. In my opinion, the people that I speak to that watch it. So even in the beginning of this episode, Janela was calling out Kip Sabian for being next to what's her name? I can't remember her name.
Penelope Ford.
Yes, Penelope Ford, being in a relationship. So they expected everyone to know that Joey Janela and Penelope were in a relationship. So even right before Kingston did his promo, they did that. So then they don't expect everyone to know the history of Kingston and WWE, which you can just Google and find out. So that was my problem with it. And he also kind of like altered the history of kind of what happened to make him look like. I get the point of the promo, but again, in AEW, they say things like you're supposed to know everything that happens outside of Dynamite. But then for this promo, we're not supposed to know.
It's bad storytelling.
Yeah.
I guess.
No,
he makes a good point. He makes a good.
I agree with Zach, honestly. But is there anything else on AEW?
You go ahead, Eric.
I was gonna say the Hangman and Omega story still going on. I don't know. I hope they don't go the slow burn with Sasha and Bailey. Like I hope this picks up.
Yeah, it's kind of slowed down for me. Like it was hot for a bit, but it's kind of slowed down.
Yeah, I don't want to be one of those fans who can't take long-term storytelling, but this has been long-term. They've been champions for over like 200 days. They can speed it up a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
If they make Jericho MJF promos every week, I'll be happy with that. It's so fun.
Yes. I love that.
Yep.
I just want to call out Isaiah Cassidy's promo and why I'm glad it wasn't good.
Because he broke your rule?
Well, but the reason I forgive him for that too is because of how I really liked NXT on the network, is because you watch people grow. I'm glad he'd cut kind of a bad promo, but he didn't do a terrible promo. Like, I'm glad people like him are on the mic now, because we've heard a lot of people on the mic. We really haven't heard Private Party on there, and this is the work that they need, and I'm excited to see them more on the mic, and a year from now what he's going to do on the mic. Because, again, he wasn't bad. It was just kind of like a generic promo, and it was what it was. But I'm excited to watch him grow.
Yeah, I think that.
For sure. All right, so just to save up on time here, I say let's go straight into WWE SmackDown. That's my favorite show. Started off really strong. Let's see.
AJ, Sammy, and Jeff?
Yeah, there we go. AJ, Sammy, and Jeff, with Sammy picking up the win. What'd you guys think of SmackDown tonight?
The best show, night and day from Raw. This is how you do a go-home show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll let you guys take over, but I loved it.
Great show. Everyone, you can tell Vince does not have as much input on SmackDown as does on Raw, because everyone can just kind of be less themselves, and more themselves, less a character. It just works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I never thought I would say this, but I'm liking the whole Fiend and Alexa Bliss pairing now.
It's genius.
That's cool.
Great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. And the dreads, they're growing on me.
I think Alexa will get some movie roles after this.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So what do you, anything else that caught your attention? That I really like that Roman Reigns promo where he attacked Jey Uso. He said that he's head of the table.
Yeah, it was really...
Yeah.
Doing great stuff here. They brought in Rikishi, Sika, Afa to do a promo. That was really nice to see. They're really building up Jay properly, I think. So this would be pretty cool, this turn they did.
Yeah.
And then Jay saying he's sick of hearing which one are you. Like it was just so well done.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like you said, night and day for Raw.
Exactly.
And the only two things I have to critique on SmackDown, otherwise I thought it was a fantastic show. Why are you giving AJ, Sammy, and Jeff for free on television when 2 nights later it's on a pay-per-view? And also,
Yeah.
here's how trained some people are when they come down the ramp. Matt Riddle looking at everyone like they're, an actual crowd, but he kept like pointing and like shaking and nodding his head at the hard cam. Like there's no one over there.
Right.
Whatever. Nitpicking.
Yeah.
Yep. And also this week, Otis attacking John Morrison. What do you think about that?
Morrison deserves so much better. I don't like the storyline at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you all thought I was hating on Otis when he won that briefcase.
Yeah.
And the man, he rose in his own storylines.
I'm done with Otis.
Yeah. I think Vince just saw a joke in him, and I think he's in that joke write bad storylines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not quite done with him yet, but yeah, this isn't great.
Yeah.
Anything else that caught your attention on SmackDown?
No. Yeah.
All right. Good show overall. I would say pretty decent week sans Raw.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go straight into news and rumors. And I kind of want to start off by saying that there is reports saying that Jimmy Uso will be coming back from his injury. They're estimating around January or February of 2021. What do you guys think of that? How do you guys feel?
I mean, yeah, that lines up. That makes sense.
Yeah. And also another big news report, The Rock will be attending Ken Shamrock's Hall of Fame thingy for Impact. This is creating a lot of buzz in the wrestling world. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah. Shamrock, I guess they're still good friends. He tweeted him saying, "Hey man, I'm about to get inducted to the Impact Hall of Fame. Can you just do me like a video thing?" So he's gonna do him like a video thing to introduce him. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you think that WWE is gonna be pissed? I mean, I don't really think if I was The Rock, I wouldn't really give a shit because I'm already bigger than WWE.
I know it's The Rock and he's bigger than like for instance when Christian Cage was IC champ and he was still employed by WWE, he made a debut in TNA. He went over there for Slammiversary and introduced Sting. So I don't know if they care that much about stuff like that. I don't think they see Impact as competition anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also WWE Battlegrounds released recently to shit reviews. So don't buy that shit. Just wait till next year. Does anyone else any other wrestling news?
It's going to be a next year for that one.
What?
It's not going to be a next year for that game.
Really? I heard that they were working intensively on 2K21. Something else happened?
Oh, yeah, the 2K. I mean like the Battlegrounds version of it, but maybe 2K21, yeah. But
yeah, I meant 21. Yeah, just wait till then. But
the COVID outbreak all over NXT and AEW, that's taken away from the wrestling. Some plans
it
might
even
get
takes
changed.
away right now. So check this out. WWE claims Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Nikki Cross not medically cleared to compete tonight at Clash.
Wow.
Wow.
There goes my predictions.
Do we know what's taking their spot?
Yeah.
It might just be off the show. I don't think they got a replacement.
Yeah.
Well, COVID-19 and coronavirus are said to be two of Vince McMahon's banned terms these days, despite the reality of the situation. Instead, WWE goes with not medically cleared to compete.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do?
Zach with the breaking news.
Yeah. And the listeners are going to be like, that's like a day old, but that's all right.
So what's going to happen is what I'm wondering.
It's going to be a great Sunday Night Heat pay-per-view.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, just get the pre-show, put everyone in the main card, and do it that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else on news and rumors, though?
No news and rumors, but I will say this. For the first time since we started this channel, the champ is working double duty. Because as we're doing the podcast, I'm also streaming and watching Clash of Champions. So if you're listening to this on Monday and you're wondering why in the stream I'm talking to a one-sided conversation, that's why.
Who's bad think he is, Fed?
But you know what? The champ can do it all. So easy.
Okay. So let's move on to the next segment that we have. Knock, you have a little game for us?
Yeah, just a quick one. I got to go, just to pile more onto Retribution, how bad they were. One got to go. I got Retribution. I got the BWO Blue World Order. the Spirit Squad, and the Core. When Nexus broke over, they had the Core. Who's you're gonna pick to stay?
So it's like a one gotta go kind of thing.
Yeah, but one to stay.
One to stay.
Who was it? BWO, the Core, Spirit Squad,
and then Retribution.
Spirit Squad.
Yeah, I'll agree. Spirit Squad.
One gotta stay. Yeah, Spirit Squad. The rest suck.
Damn, that was easier than I thought. I guess, yeah, all for Spirit Squad because they're some of the worst factions in history. And then on top of that, to play into the fantasy booking of this, we have Zach, who already named somebody Burger Time Brody, which is a great name. Do you have any names you would name Retribution member? Zach, you can also change it, but who would you pick, Paul, for a different name if you had to change a wrestler's name?
Any wrestler or?
Any wrestler. To be Retribution, you need to give them their own Retribution name.
Well, I would definitely change all the members' names in Retribution because they're all fucking horrible. Just keep their regular names. What's wrong with Madden, Thorne, and Dijakovic?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like I don't even know why you gave them these like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle villain names. Like it's so unnecessary.
Oh man.
I don't know whose name I'd change actually. I'd honestly just stop with the two-person or the two names for each person, making like people sound like normal names. Like I don't know. It's just I don't know. I just missed like 80s names. I guess that's all. I miss Honky Tonk Man, Boss Man,
Yeah.
The Godfather.
I'm sorry. What was the question again, Knock? I didn't entirely understand it.
Oh, it's so easy, Eric. Doing two things at once. You're champion.
No, just like how they change all the people's names for Retribution. Like I was saying, like for Zach example, he changed Brody Lee to Burger Time Brody. Is there any wrestler you change their name to like fit a Retribution name?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone. Maybe I just know I would keep Slapjack. I want him to live with that name forever.
Because of how ridiculous it is?
Yep. I want that to follow him no matter where he goes on the indies.
Oh, shit. Slapjack.
But just to give you a quick tease for Clash of Champions, I will say each of us have 1 point already.
Really?
Shinsuke and Cesaro have retained on the pre-show.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, we all knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's the triple threat ladder match, and it is pretty dope.
On the pre-show?
Okay.
No, it's the main card now.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say who wins, but...
Okay. It's a good match, though, at least?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Jeff is being Jeff.
Beautiful.
Nice. Keep us updated on that.
But yeah, that's all I got for this week.
All right, cool. Thanks for that, Knock. Let's see. What do we have next? So, Zach, you wanted to introduce something this week, right?
Yeah, just a little segment called Meet and Greet. I just want to discuss, we have some people in the comments leave comments about other people that we've met in the business and stuff like that. So I just want to go around if anyone has anyone that they met that they want to talk about. I know Eric and I talked about meeting Teddy Long on our manager's tier list. Paul, do you have any stories? Just give one so we can bring it back another week.
I met Vicky Guerrero one time.
Okay.
Yeah, I met her at the I'm forgetting the store's name. It's in LA, but it's like some wrestling store, and she was there for a meet and greet. And I decided, hey, let's go. She is, like I've said before, this woman is so nice. I know she has this reputation of being like loud and annoying in WWE, but in real life, she is so quiet. She's so polite. She's so well-mannered. I love that woman. I adore her. It wasn't really like that eventful. Nothing big happened. I just met her. She was really nice, and that's about it.
That's cool.
Cool.
Knock, you got one?
Yeah, I mean, I was just watching Miro talk about, how he trained to be a wrestler, and he worked at Rikishi. And I also trained at Rikishi maybe a year or two ago now.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. His one of his sons, so he has the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, are his twin sons. He also has another son named Sefa, and it was his debut also, his first training. So it was cool to train with him, and that day I learned that Samoans are just built different. They are heavy-handed. Me and him practiced the whole day, like doing lockups and some stuff like that. And I had his handprints on my shoulders, man. It was a fun day. But damn, I learned some stuff about
You
Samoans
have like
and how
those
big they are.
giant Samoan mitts.
Yeah.
How many people were there training with you?
Me and Sefa were the new ones. I think there might have been had like 10 regulars that were in the ring.
Okay,
They're just
so you got some good
practicing
time,
matches and stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Well, Champion, if I can pry you away from watching Nickelodeon or whatever you're doing.
Nickelodeon.
Watching the same thing you're gonna watch.
Shots fired.
So I'm gonna cheat and count him because he was training for a wrestling match. But back when I was in Miami training, Kimbo Slice was training at our school because I don't know how they got him to do this, but he was gonna do a couple matches for them. So he was a pretty cool dude, big dude. But
yeah, rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
Sweet. I talked on the tier list about meeting Teddy Long. There's this exact same meet and greet where I met some other people I'll talk about later. But sitting next to Teddy Long was the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
The story is awesome.
He was so nice. So on the tier list, I told the story, so I'll bullet point it. Teddy Long was there next to him. It's when he had the white boy challenge thing. I made a sign that said challenge this white boy because I was sitting up front and I was a little bit bigger then, mainly in the belly. But we met and he said, you don't want to challenge this or something. What do you say? Something you don't want to challenge this guy or so. I can't remember what he said, but he said something.
Didn't he laugh a little bit beforehand though? Like he chuckles for
a bit. He chuckled at the sign because he's a nice guy and he gets it. But then
he strains a character.
Yeah, so I then shook Mark Henry's hand and he could tell like I like winced because Mark Henry like crushed my hand. He's a big dude. He is strong as hell. So that's when he said like you don't want to challenge this WWE white boy or something like that. But great. But I want to bring Mark Henry up here really quick because when you do meet and greets, this man kept in character. There was a kid there that I noticed who was really scared to go up and meet him, and how Mark Henry handled him was so awesome. I can't even like explain how awesome this was to watch. This kid took baby steps to go up to him. His dad was, like, hey, go up, shake his hand. Mark Henry treated him as a heel. He treated him like he was smart. Like the kid was smarter than everyone else for being a Mark Henry fan. Wow. Like that to me is how you do a heel in a meet and greet where you remain character.
Yeah.
He made a comment like everyone else is too stupid to like me because the kid said he was a fan. He was just intimidated to actually see him in real life. I thought that was great. He was a heel with me, but he was still like very polite. And Mark Henry is just above and beyond human being. I love him.
Yeah, Triple H take notes. That's how you act outside of WWE. That's how you keep character.
Mm-hmm. There's pictures that he took with people. He was just mean mugging in all of them. It was great.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great. I know MJF just does not break character. He got a little boy to cry. So it's cool to see that there's a heel out there who can actually do that while being nice at the same time.
Yeah, being professional.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Zach. Now, before I go into a discussion segment that I have, Eric, why don't you update us on what's going on with Clash of Champions?
All right. Well, this comes out Monday, and I unfortunately already spoiled it for Knock. But if you haven't seen it right now, it's Asuka versus Zelina Vega, and Zach is in the lead 2-1 with Sami Zayn retaining his IC title that he never lost.
Wow. Let me tell you why I don't want to win this, because I'll have to spend money on tightening that belt, Eric.
Jesus. Shots fired. Shots fired.
If you could see it right now, I've got my entire Just Us League in the chat right now in the live chat. They're rooting for me. They want to come back. They know it's coming.
For you. They're coming for
you,
Zach.
Forget the Just Us League.
Oh, man. Guys, don't listen to him. He just wishes he had one.
Can somebody inform me on who the Just Us League is?
We are with a
Google. No one knows.
Eric, why don't you inform me?
Well, if you want to win, if you want to find the survivors of every war, if you want to find the chosen few, it's just us. Me and my select few of those who listen to this great podcast, because they know who the real late champion is. No, this Campeon del Mundo. He's never even won a prediction contest. How can he call himself that?
I don't know. It kind of sounds like a cult to me.
Well, you know what? If it works for the Dark Order, I can't work for me.
Sweet. So let's go into the discussion now. It's going to be a two-part discussion, and it pertains to Zach's previous segment that we had here. The question that I have first is, which wrestler would you like to meet, and also would you not like to meet? Let's start off with you, Knock.
I don't know any wrestlers I wouldn't want to meet, but I think AJ. He's my favorite. AJ or Ray. That'd be pretty cool.
Cool. You don't have anyone you don't want to meet? Like anyone you hate?
I don't think I really hate anybody out there, honestly. I mean,
You'd shake Nakazawa's hand?
You would shake.
I wouldn't shake
Johnny
his hand,
Cornette's
but
hand.
I wouldn't mind meeting him. All right, I wouldn't want to meet Jim Cornette. I don't care about meeting Jim Cornette.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, cool. Zach, what about you?
I'd really like to meet Undertaker.
Ooh.
Just because I've seen
Mark
him
Calloway.
his debut up until the end here. I would just, I don't know, just knowing his whole history and like watching it live, I could just pick his brain and listen to him all day long.
Yeah. And also, correction, Zach, it's not Undertaker anymore. It's Mark Calloway. Hello.
That's right,
I don't want to
Boneyard
be Mark.
Mark.
And who wouldn't you want to meet?
Yeah, I mean Jim Cornette, that's a big one right there.
Such an asshole.
Yeah.
I think that's
I guess just because I think I'd be bored by him. Any members of the Forgotten Sons?
oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, they just like even like in ring and out of ring, they just seem like uninteresting people. I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Maybe I'll think of someone by the time you guys wrap it up.
Sweet. Eric, what about you?
If I could be anyone, it would be Cody. I would just
Yeah,
pick
of
his
course.
brain, and beg him to take me to the nightmare. What's called Factory.
Think you and produce a good product.
And I would hate to, because I feel like I should talk him a lot. I would hate to meet New Jack because he frightens me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I met him.
Oh, how was
Mhm.
how was that?
Zach bet everybody.
was
So
bad.
we're at an ECW show in Milwaukee back in when I was in college in like '99ish, I'll say. And the stage was shut out. It was in the Eagles Ballroom. If you've ever been to Milwaukee and I've seen a concert there, but on the side, behind the stage area, so the ring was set up in the middle. On the stage was just like where the ramp started coming down, but on the side to the right of the stage there are these little windows, so like you can see what's going on out in the crowd and stuff like that. And he was hanging out in one of the windows, and me and my buddy, who isn't a wrestling fan, right, he just wanted something to do, and I'm like, well, this ECW thing is in town, you want to check that out? He had a blast, by the way, because the fucking violence was off the charts. But he's hanging out the window, that little production window, and he's like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm like, oh shit, New Jack, how you doing? He's like, good.
Really?
Beer? I'm like, yeah, you want one? He's like, yeah. So I went and got New Jack a beer. We had about 7 beers together. Then he went to go wrestle. I thought he wasn't wrestling that night. I would not have bought him all those beers because he did do a dive off a balcony onto someone.
You know he doesn't give a shit.
I know now.
Yeah.
Like, I was shocked when his music hit. I looked at my buddy and he goes, what? I said, that's the dude that we were just drinking with. He's like, he's going to wrestle after 7 beers.
It's like, oh, I see you don't know who New Jack is.
Yeah, and then like he did a spot on TV before. In my head, I'm like, just don't go to the balcony. Don't go to the balcony. I'm like, oh shit, he just stacked like 3 tables on top of each other. He's putting that dude on the 3rd table. And there he goes up to the balcony, and I was just like, I'm not a religious man, but I prayed.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I think he's just hit his head so many times that like it just doesn't affect him anymore. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he's also a piece of shit. Just
Yeah,
all the stories
too.
about him beating people up for no reason.
Mhm. Beating
I feel
up
like-
kids.
Kids, old people. Guys, just he shouldn't be in the wrestling business.
I agree.
And for saying that, I hope I never meet him because I don't want to take the beating.
That's totally fair. I guess with me, a wrestler that I would really, really want to meet, there's so many, but I think honestly Kenny Omega, just because he just seems like a down-to-earth dude. I don't really like big personalities like that, and I hear like outside of wrestling he's very quiet. So I just feel like, I would really connect with him. Plus, he's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
As to wrestlers I don't want to meet, there's so many, but some people to name in that list would be Scott Steiner, Johnny Kronetz, or whatever his name is, Brock Lesnar. And to be honest with you, I don't think I'd really want to meet Randy Orton. I just feel like he would be a dull person.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I remember Knox on the video of like Kenny training some people at a seminar, and I thought he was. I would love to be trained by Kenny. He seems very cool.
Yeah, very down to earth from what I've seen in interviews.
Yeah. Real quick, Zach, did you predicted Randy Orton to win the WWE Championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Bobby Lashley to win?
Yes.
And the Street Profits.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Oh, no.
God. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach,
Pay-per-view's not over yet.
No, but
still,
out of all the matches that are left, we predict the exact same thing.
Well, why'd you copy me then, genius?
Oh my God.
Man.
No, it's not fair. I'm on vacation. Oh.
A live
Vacation's over, bitch.
No.
Those canceled matches too. You got to count those two. You just got screwed over here.
On the podcast, Zach is your new WCP predictions champion.
Thank you for taking
Why couldn't Jeff just win?
It's been a long time coming.
Time.
It's been such a long time coming.
You can overnight that belt to me and don't Tessa Blanchard it.
Oh, Stacy, do something. Please.
Okay. Just to get back into the discussion, though, I'm going to end this segment with the final question. That is, if you can slap and or trash talk any wrestler and get away with it, who would it be and why? Let's start off with Eric this time.
Sorry, I just lost a loved one. If I can trash talk any wrestler and get away with it, I don't know. I guess Shane. I would. Vince has wrestled. So yeah, Vince.
Oh, that's a good answer. I like that. Knock, what about you?
Yeah, I'd say Vince too. This the stupid booking going on.
For sure. Zach?
You know who it is. I would go live on air in front of a full crowd with a live mic. I would destroy John Cena.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And you want to know what's
So
stupid
nice,
too?
though.
You know what's stupid too? When I came home today,
What?
in my parking garage, someone has a license plate that says John Cena.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta go buy some
I
eggs.
saw somebody wear a shirt. It's just like a muscle shirt, but with like John Cena's torso the other day. That was kind of cringy.
How do you know what his torso looks like compared to other people's torsos?
I don't know, but it was just. I guess you can tell by the lock necklace. I'm like, oh, that's a John Cena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that was my discussion for the week. Zach, do you want to lead us into the promo school segment?
Yeah, so of course we are going to be doing a rap battle coming up. So this is just going to be a pass the baton to prepare for that. So you, Paul, do not watch Wild 'N Out or never watched it?
I watched it. Like, I haven't seen the newer episodes, but I've seen them back in the early 2000s.
That's fine. So at the end, when they do their rap battles, how
Yes.
they kind of space out how long you can kind of talk for.
Yeah.
And then they go back and forth. So I just want to kind of do that today. So we'll go back and forth. We'll pass the baton. Someone will start off saying something, and then you'll end saying something, and then that next person will reference what you just ended with and then say something, and that next person will reference what they ended with and then say something until we get to the fourth person, and it'll just go right back down the line.
So it's like a game of telephone almost.
Pretty much.
Cool. I'm down.
And you don't have to rhyme, so it can just...
I was about to ask.
Yeah. You don't have to rhyme.
Cool.
All right, so everybody ready to play? Pass the baton?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. We'll do it how I have it set up on my screen here. We'll go Paul, Eric, Knock, me, and then I'll start up again, and Knock will follow me, Eric will follow Knock, and Paul will end it following Eric.
Can we
Okay,
talk
makes
about
sense.
do I just have to make something up or
Just like you're cutting a promo.
cutting a promo?
Yeah, so let's pick a faction. Who are we facing?
Retribution.
Okay. By the way, side note here. Chris Jericho tweeted something about Retribution and their names, and he put question mark on there. T-Bone. He retweets them, and like he sends all these like pics of the COVID outbreak with the Fozzy concert, and then puts above that.
What?
Yeah,
I'm all for like
it was hilarious.
going back and forth on Twitter. But this man, if Retribution doesn't work, will have no friends in the wrestling business.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't do that with the veterans.
I'm fine with doing with a veteran. Just don't do it when you're doing a shit gimmick.
Right.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
too.
All
If
right,
they
so-
somehow magically get over, it's his. It's on them. The people.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do pass the baton. Yeah, you're just gonna do little burns. You're just gonna do like a line or two, and then you'll do a second line or two knock, and that second line or two is what you'll reference, Paul. Oh wait, what did I say? Paul, Eric, knock. I'm sorry, Paul. You'll start out. Just do a line, and then the second line is what Eric will reference, and then he'll make up his own line.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
So just whenever.
Yep.
Yep.
Let me just think for 1 second.
How about them Lakers, knock?
I'm so excited, man. Lake Show. Let's get it. Going to the finals. I don't care if it's the Heat or the Celtics.
I can't wait for my Heat to win.
Oh, you're a Heat fan, huh? Makes
Oh,
sense.
man.
Okay.
Well,
I think I got
get them next year.
All right. All set, Paul?
I'm all set.
All right, give her.
So last week we saw the debut of the Retribution. So finally you guys unveiled yourselves. We saw who you guys were. Honestly, I think you guys look better with the masks on. So put them back on. Dude, honestly, this whole thing's a joke. Come on. What's with these teenage hurdle nicknames that you guys got going on here? For real. And that's what I'm going to stop.
What was the last thing you said? I couldn't hear you.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle names.
Oh, okay. All right. Y'all looking like a bunch of turtles, but you ain't got no Splinter to teach you some sense. We're going to send you right back down to the sewers where you crawled out of. You need to click your heels 3 times and go back to wherever the hell it is that you came up with the name Slapjack. I'll slap Jack in the back of the head.
Slap Jack back in the head like it's a card game. T-Bar, T-Bone, or Mr. T, it don't matter. When the West Coast Pop comes for you, it's a 1, 2, 3.
It's going to be a 1, 2, 3, just like in your debut where you lost. Just like the writing room lost. Your gimmick is a loss. All of you after this are going to be nothing but jobbers from here on out. So hear us out. We got the victory on you little jobber bitches.
And that's
Little jobber bitch is not even up to Zach's waist. You can't touch the West Coast Pop. Eric, put him in their place.
And after I put you in your place and I pass off to Paul to finish the job, I want you all to remember that the West Coast Pop takes no prisoners.
We take no prisoners because we are the wardens, and you guys are placed on death row. And that's a fact.
Nice.
Oh, that was pretty good, actually.
That worked with the siren in the background at the end.
Yeah.
Perfect
Probably
timing.
coming because there's a theft of the
Perfect
championship.
Oh, man.
Good job, guys. Yeah, so that's just we'll figure out how to do that, how to like format the rap battle when we do it, so we know when to go after the other person.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm still working on that beat, by the way, so something's
Okay.
coming.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, rap battle coming soon, so get ready.
Nice. All right, so thank you for another great promo school this week. So before we leave today, I just want to let you guys know, I said this before, but we're working on a whole bunch of new videos. So keep that, if you haven't already, click on that bell notification to always get updated on the new videos that we're going to put out, because we're making a lot of content right now. So remember to do that. And Knock, you got any final words?
You follow us on Twitter, Instagram, at West Coast Pop _. Thank you, everybody who shared Jeff Hardy video, got us to 1,000. We appreciate you. Yeah, I'm just happy about the channel.
For sure. And Zach, where can they find us?
They can find us going back to September 21st, 2020. Monday Night Raw was so awful. Retribution debuted.
Oh dear.
Find us fixing everything as we go back to the future.
You heard it here, folks. Tune in next time to West Coast POPCast. Good night.